that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star.
So many people know the name Jett Lawrence. That is his younger brother who's set to clinch the 250 West title next week in Denver. But this young man, RC, came up here with a lot of pressure. Everyone talking about the little brother, and he has stepped up from last year, still on the podium.
He's has 7 wins on the season. Incredible turnaround from his first 2 years.
Hunter as a person, I think, would be, he'd be a 30-year-old man with Hunter, because I used to work away a lot in Australia, so it was Hunter's jobs to maintain Jett's bikes, his bikes, which in Australia you'd ride an 85 and a 65 for Jett, and then Hunter would ride a 125 and a 250, or an 85 big wheel and 125. So it was Hunter's job after practice days and so forth, do filters, wash bikes, lube change, so he had to grow up probably a bit earlier.
I think it's kind of in my nature as well to show up for my whole family. I feel equally as important of a role, you know, to set a good example for my brother. Just, you know, he looks up to me like I looked up to my dad, and you know, I'm a hard-working person. I always stay dedicated and work and give my 100%.
Ready to go. This is 250 East here at MetLife Stadium. Top 9 are going to go straight through.
His persistence, his stubbornness, you know, that grit, 2 shoulder reconstructions, 2 knee reconstructions, diabetes when he got to America as a food messed him up. Just so many things, but he just kept at it.
Hunter Lawrence actually riding right now with an injury last weekend in Atlanta. He paced a couple of jumps, suffered a groin injury to the point where he actually took himself to ER, guys, on Monday. He said he couldn't even walk. They checked it out. Extensive bruising there was the diagnosis.
And it wasn't until, you know, the lows of my career where, you know, I thought about quitting and someone pointed it out to me, and I was like, yeah, you're right. It's kind of, I owe it, you know, not only to myself, but it would be a shame if I just hung the boots up or took the easy way out, because I think without even realizing it, you know, if Jett ever come to those crossroads in his life, the first thing that would come to mind was, Big Bro did the same, he just walked away, or Big Bro just quit, or whatever, you know. So yeah, I take pride in everything I do because I know I've got 2 younger brothers that watch.
So we've been telling you that we have been racing against the threatening weather. Well, it is getting closer and closer, and the riders have just been told by the AMA and race officials to head back to the pits and paddock area, and the crowd here inside MetLife Stadium have been asked to take shelter.
You know, I've been in racing. James and I have been in motocross, supercross racing nearly our whole lives. And I've never been in this situation, ever.
Yeah, me either. We're back and we're ready to go racing. Boy, that sounds good to say. As the weather has eased, the lightning has moved on, and the AMA and everybody associated with this round of Monster Energy Supercross is ready to go. In the mud, back in New Jersey, it's time to bring the action. 250 East-West Showdown. Slipping and sliding into turn 1. Great start, who gets it? There's the brothers, the 18 of Jett Lawrence, the 96 of Hunter Lawrence. They're running inside the top 5. 12 minutes plus a lap, by the way, for this 250 East-West Showdown in the mud here in New Jersey.
And this is probably the best that the track is going to be. It is going to continue to get deeper, ruddier, more challenging.
We hyped it up before the race. We didn't know it was going to go down like that. Hunter, I'll start with you. We had a chance to win a championship. The math was playing some funny games, and then Max Anstey, he stops the championship from happening, but congratulations on the podium.
No, for sure. What a wild night. Yeah, not too stressed on that. No one wants to celebrate a championship after a mudder anyway. So we'll, yeah, push it to next weekend. Happy to just be coming out of here alive and not pushing the bike off the track. So it was wild, but yeah, you want a hug or anything?
I'm good. I got one more race. I got to look okay for the next one. So thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm proud of him because he doesn't let outside influences or whatever to change his morals or sway his morals. Hunter and I spoke about this when Jett was like, 10, 11 years old when he was chasing Hunter. I said that if Jett doesn't end up being faster than you, Hunter, we've failed. He should be learning off our mistakes because I was never a pro rider and we were trying to learn the sport and get better on our own. So Hunter's sort of been the guinea pig, you know, and then Jett comes through and hopefully benefits from what we've learned about how to do things. So for us, satisfaction-wise, for Hunter to be where he's gotten to, and this goes back through everybody that's been involved with Hunter from the start, with so many people, they've known what heartache he's gone through, so they're really, really pumped.
And we welcome you to Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee for round 15 of Monster Energy AMA Supercross. Hunter Lawrence out of Australia looking to lock up his first title in the 250 East class. Can he get it done today?
He wants to be the first Lawrence this year to get a championship.
250 East, heat number 2 on the line. The engines rev. We're set to go racing in Nashville. Drag race to that first corner. Who's going to hold the line? Hunter Lawrence, number 96 on the right side of your screen. He's got the red plate. He is the current leader in the 250 East class. All he needs to do is finish in the top 20 tonight, and the title is his. Left-hander and then a right-hander. It's the 96 of Hunter Lawrence. He is the 250 East leader, playing some sweet music in Nashville as he gets the win in Heat 2.
I always said to my boys, you know, you're in this sport for 10 to 12 years, but you're brothers for life. So no way in the world does this sport ever get in between you as brothers. You know, family is always first. You were my son and you were brothers before you ever did this sport, and that should never, ever change.
I am so proud of what he's done and what he's gone through, especially this year. It's finally his time. He's a very good big brother, you could say. I think I wouldn't want to trade anyone else. I mean, sometimes it gets annoying, but it's probably because I pissed him off at some point in time in his lifetime, which is probably a lot.
There's, man, been so many days where we've just, it seemed, you know, forever away, and obviously Jett's had great success, and now it's my time, and it is really cool. It does mean a lot just due to the sacrifices of our family, and especially when you grow up and you're, you know, going meal to meal, mum and dad at the time, paycheck to paycheck, you know, just struggling to make ends meet, to just the simple, you know, blessings in life now of not having to, you know, stress on the price of a meal. You know, we'd go out to dinner and we'd look at the cheapest thing, it'd be a salad or whatever, and we wouldn't even order a drink because it would be extra, you know. So definitely in a blessed, fortunate spot, you know, as our whole family is now.
The 250 main event.
And it's time for Hunter Lawrence to win a Supercross championship. We look back from the beginning stages of his career here. What an incredible journey.
It is game on in Nashville. 250 East on the line. Hunter Lawrence taking care of business right now. He is the overall leader of the 250 East class.
You think about the family story. They sold everything they had in Australia. They moved to Europe, raced the GPs in the European scene, stayed there for several years, got their chance in the U.S.
Yeah. One thing that's about racing it, to bring it home as his mechanic, that's awesome, is that even though he's out there riding by himself, he's racing for a lot of people. Like his mechanic, his bus driver, his team manager,
his family.
His family, like his brother's right there.
Here he comes, Hunter Lawrence. The fans are on their feet. It's 7 a.m. on Sunday back in Australia, and I hope they're up and watching because Hunter Lawrence is bringing home a title. The 23-year-old Australian, one more turn. Let's hear it. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Hunter Lawrence is the 250 East champion.
Congratulations, that's so awesome.
Look at that emotion.
It would mean nothing if I didn't have the people around me that I do, you know. So winning a championship, I think it's the same as any place you go. The place is only as special as the people you have with you, you know. I'm so blessed to have a great group of people with me, to be able to share. They've all seen me, especially at the lowest of lows, so for them to be able to see me now at where, you know, I belong and reaching my potential is, I'm sure they're all proud and happy, you know. I don't know if I'd ever say I'm proud of myself. It's just, I don't know, I'm always working to be better. Like, this isn't my end goal, you know. Even beyond my career, there's still goals in the real world that I want to achieve. So I don't think I'll ever, I don't know. When you say, am I proud of myself, it feels like you finished something, you know, which the journey's not finished yet. I don't know, man. I just think, hey, if you're a good person in the world, anything's possible. You know, I think you'll get there eventually, and just, you know, if you're a good person, you keep doing the right things. It's hard to deny that.